Gotcha. So most of the roles that everyone in this room know you for, they've been characters where you've come into a show that is already established, and you kind of make your stamp on it. However, on Hawaii 5-0, though, on Hawaii 5-0, you've kind of been there from the beginning, and you sort of kickstarted the mythology of the show, even though you've only been in 2 episodes. Was that kind of fun to get to come in and be there at the beginning?
Oh, yeah. Shoot McGarrett's dad in the face. Take that, Alex. Yeah, it's wonderful to be there in the beginning and to be put into the center of how the machine operates. Yeah, Hawaii 5-0 is a hard show to shoot though, because Alex is a certified stunt coordinator in Australia, so he knows his moves, and he is a rock. And it's like hitting a wall. It's God, so bad. He's so tough. He's such a nice guy, but he just don't fight Alex, man. Twice I came back with broken bones, both times. And yeah, because the thing is, on Buffy, we were all like, my fight partner is well within distance, and we're just punching air, right? On Hawaii 5-0, it's all grappling and tight moves and flipping over and stuff. And I remember being in the hotel, beautiful hotel that they put you up in Hawaii, by the way. And I'm just cacked out on the lounge chair, and my girlfriend is putting ice all over my body, and I'm like, I can't do this anymore.
Are we going to see even more this year on Hawaii 5-0?
Oh, I hope so.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah, if that new woe fat sucks, then you'll see me a lot more. Does he suck? Or is he good? But he's okay?
It's all right.
Yeah. No, he doesn't really suck.
Well,
nice guy, though. I hope he does well.
If he gets bad enough, they have to kill him off.
No, because I kicked Alex in the balls last time. I was like, oh, I'm fired. I'm so fired. I kicked Alex in the balls. But it was tight, man. I was on the ground. We had 3 minutes to do the last episode. We were losing light. And so we had literally 3 minutes to film both the stunts doing it and the lead. So the stunts got 90 seconds, and Alex and I got 90 seconds. So it was really, really rushed. And in all of that, I tagged him.
You don't want to do that to the lead, no.
No. You want to avoid that one, yeah.
So the other thing I read about you doing recently is a show for Sci-Fi, 3 Inches. Is that true? Is that been done as a pilot and maybe a series, or where's that?
Yeah, that's where we are.
Okay.
It's a pilot and maybe a series.
Okay.
It's an extended maybe. They still don't know.
Okay, and that's been shot, but we don't know when it's going to air.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it was really fun. I mean, I think it's a great idea. The idea being that you don't have to fly to be a superhero. That the lead can move any object, but you can only move it 3 inches away. But my character is an ex-CIA guy, and he's like, you know what? We could have used you in Afghanistan, man. You can get through any lock that we want to go through. So you don't need to have, you don't have to punch anybody. Just move something 3 inches. We can use that very well. I play an ex-CIA guy, who's now a good guy.
CIA's not a good guy?
I play a guy who used to be very bad and is now kind of good, which is kind of Humphrey Bogart and stuff.
Well, and it's good to see you, do a good guy. I mean, you've done the gamut from Ted Bundy to Buzz Aldrin, which is pretty amazing. I mean, when you look for roles, what do you look for? I mean, playing that range.
I look for something that I'm not sure I can do. Look for something that I want to watch. Yeah, when I read a script, if I think, wow, I can't wait to see this, then that's something that I want to do.
Cool.
Yeah, I remember going into the audition for Moonshot for Buzz Aldrin, and we were just talking. I never read the script, and finally I was kind of bored with the conversation. I was like, man, do you want to talk about subatomic particle physics or astronomy, astrology? I mean, we're in the golden age of subatomic particle physics. We're in the golden age of astronomy. Let's talk about this stuff. And the producers was like, we just did a documentary about subatomic particle physics, but okay. And I schooled them. Because I just read Bill Bryson's book, The Short History of Nearly Everything, and it gives really pretty cogent idea about what that is, about subatomic particles. And yeah, I got the role without reading the script, because I was talking about, because Buzz is a genius, and he saved NASA like 3 times. He saved it because, like, when they did the first spacewalk, Ed White, all he had to do was get out of the capsule, float around like a marionette, and go, "Gee whizzers, this is great!" And they pulled him back, and that was a stunning success. And everyone thought, okay, he didn't die, didn't have a heart attack, and now we can think about this. But every spacewalk after that was a failure, because the guy would, your job is to tighten a bolt, to see if you can do that. This guy starts to tighten the bolt, and his whole body spins the opposite way, right? And so all of these spacewalks were just failing, until Buzz says, "I'm a deep sea diver, and I get this idea where if you just weight my legs so that I don't rise in the water and I don't sink in the water, I'm neutral. My buoyancy is neutral. That's as close to space as we can get. We should train underwater." And he's the guy that came up with that.
Oh, cool. Okay.
He's also the only astronaut to help out with the complex mathematics of docking the lunar vehicle with the one that's orbiting. Getting those ships back together was mathematically very difficult.
Right.
And he actually helped with that. I mean, like the rest of the astronauts were like test pilots. They were there to know their buttons and be very brave and all of that. But Buzz just went way out of that and helped them with the science.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, awesome. Well, so you're going to be doing a show tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Everybody hear that, right? Everybody's
I'm at the Hard Rock, so the sound system's going to be very good. It's going to be a good time.
So what can everybody that's going to be there look forward to tomorrow night?
I don't do covers, or if I'm going to do a cover, I'm going to make one cover, but the rest of it is really me. And you may have seen me perform other people's words, but you have probably not seen me perform my words. And I think it's kind of interesting.
Am I going to get kicked out if I'm the one in the back with the lighter going, "Free bird"?
No, we won't kick you out, but we'll take your sign away.
Well, that's all I have for you. I assume there are some people here that might want to ask James a question.
Yeah, guys, I like a little bit of danger, so ask me anything that you want. Anything.
All right,
I will not necessarily answer anything, but it's fun to be a little bit dangerous.
I'm going to be the bad guy and remind everyone one question apiece, because a lot of people want to ask questions. So if you have more than one question, get back in line, and hopefully everybody can get their questions answered. Let's start right here.
Hi, James.
Hey, love.
There's a movie coming out soon called Cowboys vs. Aliens. And when I saw the plot for that one, it kind of reminded me something, and I was wondering if it reminded you of anything.
Very much. In fact, I wanted them to call the thing Cowboys vs. Aliens. That was one of the titles, because I thought that our title wasn't that great. Yeah. And they said it was taken, and I didn't know why, and now I know why.
And just so everyone else knows, it was High Plains Invaders, I think was the name of it.
It's a nice bit of cheese. Yeah.
James said it was kind of fun.
It is fun. It's fun. Good cheese is fun.
Cool. Well, let's go over here.
If you have read any of the comic books, is there anything in the comic books that your character Spike, like the Buffy or Spike or Angel comic books, is there anything you wish you could have acted?
I haven't read as many of the comic books as you might think. I had a bad experience. I wrote a comic book for Dark Horse called Spike and Drew. And I constructed it as the most twisted romance that I could think of. But in my mind, a romance has certain rules. Every genre has a different rule. And in romance, all the women have to want to kiss the male character, and all the males have to want to be the male character, and all the guys have to want to kiss the female character, and all the females have to want to be the female character. And that's how a romance works. But they drew it, like Drusilla looked horrible, like... And they messed it up. It would have been a much more effective story if they would have done what I told them. I'm sorry. I used to have a theater company, and people did exactly what I told them to do. We had hit after hit after hit, and they messed it up. And furthermore, I had to go to Juliet Landau, who's one of my favorite people in the world, and explain to her why I created something that makes her look so much less beautiful than she is. And as an acting partner, that was a hard conversation. And I basically turned my back. I'm very pensive that way. So I haven't read the comic books.
Over here?
So you were Spike, and Alex has actually been a vampire in a different series.
Yeah.
Did any conversations come from that, or anything funny, or any stories, or anything like that come from that?
Not so much. We talked a lot, mainly about our women. But no, not so much. A little bit about how all the extras want you to bite them. And how you really can't do that. But I hate to say it, no. I mean, Alex and I got along really well. We talked about a lot of things. We both play guitar. We played each other the songs that we wrote and stuff like that. But we didn't talk too much about vampires.
Thanks.
Yeah.